Can you hear me? Testing. Oh man, my mic was off. I'm so sorry. Uh, he was terrible in that whole entire game. I just did not like the fact that Zach Wilson just threw the ball. He was so careless with the ball. It just didn't make sense how careless he was. Um, and Rob Sala. I mean, he's all for his quarterback, but come on, Rob. I'm gonna need you to get in this kid's butt because you got guys on that team that look. This may be my last time. This may be my last hurrah going through this, and you're losing these games we should be winning. So, uh, but they don't have no chance against Buffalo. Long story short, Buffalo is not losing this game, and we'll discuss more on the score. Moving on to Minnesota, Washington. Minnesota and Washington. Now, before I do that, I want you guys to know you can call into the show 512-539-0686. Be a part of the program. I want to know what you're saying. I want to know about your team. And let's kick it. So, all right. So let's move on to Minnesota and Washington. Everybody knows what's going on in Washington right now with the owner Daniel Snyder potentially selling the team. Apparently, they talked to a bank about it. They sent a message or something like that for a bank to actually look at, who potentially wants to buy the team. Current potential buyers are Jeff Bezos. They might Jay-Z and Jeff Bezos, Byron Allen. It's just. I don't think Jeff Bezos he's going to get it, but money changes a lot of things. If you can sell a team for $6 billion and you only bought it for maybe 900 million, I think your profits are up. But if you don't know, Jeff Bezos owns the Washington Post, and he has a lot of choice words in there for not him per se, but the Washington Post. They're always beating up Daniel Snyder. He may just out of spite say, "No, I don't want to sell the team to you." And it's pride or money, but these people are business people for a reason, and they can put all that stuff aside if it's $2 extra billion that he can get for his team. But I love Taylor Heineke. I think the kid is a scrappy quarterback. If you've watched Taylor Heineke's games, he almost beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on their way to win the Super Bowl that year. But the kid is scrappy, but he's going up against Kirk Cousins right now. Kirk Cousins has, they say they don't have emotions right now, but look, if it's just like this, right? Let's just use this old analogy. So, you broke up with this girl. You guys were good. You guys were good together, but you broke up, and you decided to date another girl. But in your mind, that you still have a little bit of feelings. What's going on, Terrence? He said, "Let's go Washington." I'm talking about y'all team right now. And then you got, Kirk Cousins coming back to seeing his old girlfriend, and they got somebody else out there new, and they got somebody else, getting all the attention. You're gonna kind of feel some kind of way, and that's right. It's Taylor time. Just like you said, Terrence. I like that kid, Taylor Heineke, man. I don't know if his arm strength is the best in the league. I don't know if he's the smartest quarterback. When I watch that kid play, he is 100% dialed in, and he goes, man. Taylor Heineke goes. That's going to be a great game today. We'll discuss that. Terrence, I know you want to talk about your boys, so holler at me. Let me know what you think about that. Moving on to Seattle and Arizona. This is going to be one of those games where Seattle's going to separate themselves because they should beat the Arizona Cardinals. I don't know if you know. Let me go back. Terrence says they're doing him the same way they did Kirk. Yes, they are. They are doing him the same way they did Kirk. They need to pay these wide. They need to pay. They need to pay Taylor Heineke. Come on, man. That guy's come off the bench, and you guys won 3 straight games. Come on. Give that guy his flowers right now. So Seattle, this is a game Seattle should beat the Arizona Cardinals. Definitely should beat them. I just think Kyler Murray is just something about Kyler Murray. And I think if you've ever watched the Pivot show and you've seen LaShawn McCoy, these guys are on the field and they tell you straight up. They ask him, they say, "What do you think about Kyler Murray?" He said, "Trash. All he does is run around, throw to the open guy, and that's it. He don't know how to read no defenses. And people were like, whoa. So is that the reason why the organization put that in the clause for him to actually start, it's you have to have so many hours of studying film. Does he study film? I don't know. But that's pointing that this isn't coming from a reporter. This is coming from a guy on the field, on the football field. So we'll discuss that game a little bit later. I'll give you my picks on that. All right. The LA Rams versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're playing Tampa. LA's 3-4, Tampa's 3-5. This is the worst start for Tom Brady in his career right now. If they lose this game, it'll continue to be like a record for him. So they're 3-5. They get some people coming back, but I don't know about this game. This is one of those games where, Tom Brady could just sheerly, by willpower, just, make everybody just better. So that's what he's going to do. All right. Moving on to Tennessee and Kansas City. Don't sleep on this game. Both teams are 5-2. Tennessee is at Kansas City. KC, they got Kadarius Toney. Apparently, Kadarius Toney and all my Giants out there, you're looking at this guy like he's running back punts. He may be playing this weekend. I don't know. He may be playing, taking back punts because they don't want Sky Moore taking punts back in KC. It just doesn't work for him. But a shifty guy like Kadarius Toney could actually take that job. I'd like to see him on the field. And that'll bring up another thing in my head of why the Giants got rid of a healthy guy, young talent, and why he wasn't on the field if he wasn't hurt. So I don't know about that. So, and we all know that all teams, all GMs, when they want to come in, they want to have their own people. But there's a certain thing you don't do. You don't get rid of talent just because you didn't pick the talent. If you come in as the new GM and you got Lawrence Taylor on the team, just because you didn't pick him, you're gonna let him go. I'm not saying Kadarius Toney is Lawrence Taylor. Do not get that mixed up. But I'm just saying talent, So, all right, we got our first caller. It's T Sizzle. What's going on, T Sizzle? Can you hear me, brother? Okay. Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You know I'm about to speak on what you're talking about. I'm speak on the headphones. Speak on Kyler Murray.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about it. All right. Hey, everyone. This is T Sizzle. He's one of my most avid callers here on the show. So go ahead, talk to me about Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray is trash. Trash with a capital T.
But he got paid though. Why did he get paid?
Because it's Cliff Kingsbury's system.
Oh, okay. And that's
Cliff Kingsbury's system. Cliff Kingsbury needs that guy who can run around and wait for D Hopkins to get open, Larry Fitzgerald to get open, Larry Bond.
Test. Yeah. I watched him throw and like I said, I watched that little snippet on the pivot. I don't know if you saw it, T. The fact that a guy like Shady McCoy, who was basically he's a really good player, and he was on the field and he saw Kyler Murray up close and he said he's trash. He said all he's doing is just running around like he in college or high school.
I met Shady back in high school because I was living in Pittsburgh. I was in college at the time when Shady was in high school.
Really?
At McDaniel, and I was because they wanted me to do the lacrosse coach at the school.
Okay.
So I spent a lot of time at that school watching Shady because I was trying to recruit Shady to come play lacrosse.
Play lacrosse. Imagine that. Imagine Shady playing lacrosse. That's crazy.
But Kyler Murray is not that. Everybody wants to be that Michael Vick.
Exactly. Speak it. Go ahead. Speak it. Go ahead.
And Kyler Murray is not it. I mean, look at Lamar. Lamar had to learn that wasn't it. RG3 had to learn that wasn't it.
RG3. I think RG3 basically set a tutorial of what not to do as a quarterback, running all the time. around, trying to do everything, get in them books, because he took a bad injury. That was a bad injury.
So it's one of those things where, who's going to do it?
Yeah, and so with Kyler Murray, what is it that's holding him back? Do you think that the organization was right by putting that clause in there, and do you think it was just something that? Wow, I think he got a little bit of arm, but I don't think he's reading the defenses just like he said. And I think the coaching staff knew this, and they just took too much backlash because they didn't want to say it was because the guy is black, and we have I'm not gonna put words in their mouth. I'm just saying this is my opinion of it, and this is what I think went down. The fact that this was never a clause put into any other contract for any other quarterback in the NFL that we know of. And basically now you're going to do it to a black kid who's won at every level, blah, 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 blah. But dude, this is the NFL. This is a job. Your boss should be able to put any stipulation, especially when you're earning, what is it? What do you get? 200, how much millions you get?
200 change.
Kyler Murray contract.
He's not going to make it through the whole contract.
You said he ain't going to see it. Oh, my goodness. 5 years, $230 million. There's just no way. Okay, so check this out. Oh, my goodness. So in 2022, he's already made $30 million. Right? It's $30 million. His base salary is $965,000. He's making 39. Oh my gosh. He's making $39 million until 2028, which he makes $46 million. That's that last. Yeah, he ain't gonna be there for that. They're gonna trade him away. My goodness. And no, I don't think Kingsbury's gonna be there either. I really don't. I don't think he belongs in the NFL. I seriously don't. I mean, I look at him like I looked at the guy that was in Carolina. He should have stayed at Baylor. But I mean, he's getting paid. He got his money, and he's out. He can do whatever he wants. But I don't think that the run and shoot offense is not like it used to be back when they were running it with the Buffalo Bills, Thurman Thomas, all those folks. It's different, man, because the defenses are different than they used to be. But I mean, for Kyler, so is Kyler basically a poser then, T? Is he a poser?
In Arizona was done when, what was that running back? What was his name? Whatever, the rookie. He was a rookie, and it was Larry's last year when he was running crazy, when they had what was his name? Chris Johnson. When they had the Johnson brothers.
Yeah.
Johnson and Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson and Johnson. So you had okay, so on the Arizona Cardinals, these are all the running back. Edgerrin James, Beanie Wells, Chris Johnson, Kerryon Williams, Tim Hightower, Emmitt Smith, Thomas Jones. Wow.
When they had those on a rookie contract, Kingsbury got rid of him when he came in.
Really?
He was on his last year with rookie contract. He was the other end of it. He was the other end of Johnson.
I think it was Kerryon Johnson. That's it. No, it's Kerryon Williams.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. Kingsbury got rid of him though.
Let me see Johnson and Johnson here. David Johnson. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, David Johnson was good. He was good. You didn't like his running style, or you think they didn't?
I think they didn't.
I don't know why, because he was running tough.
Yep. Kingsbury wanted his guys. He wanted to handpick his team, and it has not worked out.
See, and that's the thing I brought up earlier with regard to a new head coach coming in or a GM wanting to pick their own players, regardless. Terrence, correct me if I'm wrong. If you're coming in, right, you're a new GM, and you have a great player already there on your team. I mean, just because you didn't pick him, you're not going to get rid of that talent, right?
You have to, and this is the problem. Some of these coaches are coming in wanting their team, not the players. They want players to fit their team, but not the players. Just like in Washington with Jackson III. You knew he was a man-to-man quarterback when you went out and gave him all that money.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted to play his own team.
Yeah, that's like putting a square peg in a round hole. I mean,
yeah, you know what these guys are. I mean, so you need to adapt to the system and not try to adapt these players.
Got it. And that's the difference between coaches. They say, okay, I know we have this system, but what do you do well, right? What can you bring to the table?
So, prime example of a coach who had to adapt his system to his players.
Mm-hmm.
My boy over Notre Dame.
That's
Figured out what was wrong, and he adapted that system last night to fit his players, and he still moved while he belonged.
You saw that, right?
I texted you. I sent you a text message. Don't get too happy. We've seen it before.
Hey, but man, that was a good sight to see, right? I was looking, I said, man, and this is the thing, we weren't just like luckily beating them. I mean, we beat them. We beat the dog mess out of Clemson. Beat them good. That's what I'm saying. Oh my goodness. Exactly. That's what I'm telling you, man. I know for a fact that if we have a court, like, look, for example, the quarterback LSU kid, I like that kid. Daniels, I like him. Hey, no wonder Brian Kelly beat Nick Saban for the first time ever. And now you know why he wanted to leave Notre Dame, because he couldn't get those athletes like that.
Now, I'm going to say something that you're going to think is going to be a little crazy.
What's that?
I would watch the Shador.
What? You talking about who? For who? The Giants?
For Notre Dame.
Ooh. Now, hey, I would not mind that at all. But this is the thing. He ain't gonna leave his dad.
If Shador wants to go to the NFL,
he gonna have to go to a bigger school. I know. But I mean, his dad got the inside track though. So, but I agree. I seen him for the first time playing on like a couple of videos of him playing. He's pretty quick and he makes decisive. Yeah, I like him. I like him. Yep, he's really good. I really like that about him. He's really good. All right, so our Notre Dame Fighting Irish, started off the week good. The Giants ain't playing for me, so I felt really good. So what's up today? Let's talk about Thursday. Are the Eagles, can they be got?
Yes, but if they ain't having no time soon, they get killed.
I thought the same thing.
I don't know who's gonna get them, but I mean they can be got, but I don't know who's gonna get them.
Yeah, because they was looking. I was like, yeah, what are they doing? I was looking. I said, man, they're not looking like they should be looking, right? Like something ain't right with them, and then they just turned it on. I think they bored, man.
They go in chill mode.
Yeah, they going in chill mode, and them jokers bored. They like, what are we gonna do now? So let's check out their schedule though. So, all right, their next game, I think their next game is week 10 against the Washington Commanders, the 14th. So that's next weekend. And they play at Lincoln Financial Field. Woo. I don't know.
And I'll be in Philly that weekend.
You gonna go? Yay, that's what that's.
I'm not gonna be at the game. But I'll be in Philly.
Oh, that's gonna be a good game right there. So look at their schedule. They got Washington. They got Indianapolis, Green Bay, Tennessee, my Giants, Chicago Bears, Dallas, New Orleans, Giants again. That's a favorable schedule to go through, man.
So Washington with their defense, maybe it'll get them.
Uh-huh.
Indy is a wild card because you don't know how Indy's going to play. Indy has a great defense.
Yep. It's just the quarterback. It's just the quarterback, Sam Ehlinger. I got you. Green Bay.
He's a wild card. Green Bay's got it.
Oh, you got me dying. Hey, all right, we'll talk about that because I got something interesting to say about Green Bay. Tennessee Titans. That's going to be a game where I think that they're going to be like, look, we're 12-0 right now, right? 12-0 or whatever. Hey, we got to get this game. And I think the Tennessee Titans are going to run. They're going to run it hard and they're going to put some hurting on them.
If you stop Henry, you beat Tennessee.
True. Now, depending if Tannehill's playing or you got Malik Willis. I like Willis. I think they need to just develop a game plan around him. So, all right, week 14, they go to Giants MetLife Stadium. I think the Giants could get them. It's just our offense has to produce something. 15, they got Chicago. 16, Dallas. They'll beat Chicago. Dallas is another game that's at AT&T Stadium. Dallas, yep.
I love New York in the division, but
no, I got you.
I think Dallas is game of circle.
No, definitely, I got you.
Elliott and Pollard present a real problem for them, and if Dak is playing healthy, when Dallas wants to be good, they're good. They're scary good.
So you got Dallas. I like that. And don't sleep on New Orleans, too. But they got New Orleans. Their last two games are at home. Week 17 and 18. So they got the Giants. They got New Orleans week 17, and they got the Giants week 18, and they're all at home. So basically, they don't have to pack their bags for. You're not going to worry about New Orleans?
Andy Dalton, Taysom Hill, and whoever else they put behind center. Don't worry about that for Philly.
All right, then they got the Giants at the end of that.
You have to stop A.J. Brown.
This is true. And if you stop A.J. Brown, guess what? Devontae Smith is going to be open. And guess what? Devontae Smith is open. Guess what? Quez Watkins is going to run past somebody. And if Quez Watkins is not open, guess what? Dallas Goedert is running around. And if Dallas Goedert isn't running around, guess who else? Miles Sanders. And if Miles Sanders is not running around, then you have the quarterback to deal with. Because I'm telling you, there's 11 people on the field, right? And the quarterback's the only one unaccounted for when they're on the field. So.
I won't be surprised if they put a new package in and they get the ball and they get the ball to the offensive tackle to run the ball.
Hey, they got that one play. I really love that one play they do when it's like 4th and 1 or 4th and 2, and they all just get up in a tight bunch and push each other.
So they stopped that. They can't do it no more.
What?
So you did last week. They put a new thing in that you can't assist the runner.
Oh, no. That's really? I did not know that.
Yep.
I gotta look that because that's just, because they were just making first downs left and right.
That's why last week you didn't see a lot of it.
Wow. Thursday night, you're right. I didn't see it on Thursday night. Wow. Okay. All right. So we got that one. So we talk about Philly. All right. So LA Tampa Bay. This game is like a game of grandpas going against each other. It just seems like, they got all their old friends and they're trying to. This is backyard Thanksgiving game.
Tampa Bay might go ahead and they could have went ahead and traded for a backup quarterback, but they done too.
They done in my book too. They done. I don't think Tom Brady, if he go, this would be 4 straight games he's lost if they lose right now. 4 straight games. In his career, never lost 4 straight games, I believe, in his career. But they're going to do it today, even though they're at home. They're bereft of talent. because they don't have anybody that's healthy. And defensively, they lost. Was it Levante David or no Shaquille Barrett? Right? They lost Shaquille Barrett. Yeah, he's the biggest thing on that. I mean, he's really big for that team. So I just think if Matthew Stafford knows anybody else on offense besides Cooper Kupp, I mean, you know, it's going to be a problem. But, dude, all he does is throw to Cooper Kupp, Cooper Kupp, Cooper Kupp, Cooper Kupp. I don't understand how he gets away with that.
Yeah, they got internal problems. And that's their internal problem to leave it onto the field.
Exactly. I mean, something about the head coach and management. Something I know it seems on the outside looks good, but you're right. I think something internally is going on where they know like the defense is getting tired of all the offenses. Huh? When the defense is like, I think the defense is tired of the offense not keeping their part of the bargain, like putting up. You know what I mean? All right, so moving on after that, you got Tennessee and Kansas City. A lot of people think this game is over. You know, then KC, Patrick Mahomes throwing the ball around. What's your take on this game?
They may put a 53 in there.
Oh, goodness. So, all right, you hear that, guys. So you better take the over.
And you're not going to like who the start of the game is.
Who's that? Don't tell me Kadarius Toney. Don't tell me Kadarius Toney. You know what? I mean, I'm not going to be mad at the kid, but I'd be highly ticked off that this kid is out there playing that hard. And from my understanding is New York didn't even talk to him during the process, the draft process. And that tells me that, you know, Dave Gettleman just tried to screw the Giants. So you have a kid who's, you know, he's from Florida. He doesn't, you know, he doesn't like the New York area. I mean, he kept a nice face, but he doesn't like the New York area. But now and plus the quarterback too. You know, he has a better quarterback there, and he's gonna like to have fun. Oh my God, they say Chiefs Kadarius Toney in line to suit up today. Ooh, this gonna be, huh? You gotta say wait, hold on. Save that, because you're talking about, you know, you're talking about what is gonna be the biggest, you know, who's gonna have the biggest impact today in for their team. So we'll save that for last. All right, so Baltimore, New Orleans, Monday night. No Mark Andrews. I think another offensive weapon, Rashad Bateman is out for the year, Liz Frank injury. I mean, what else can hamper Lamar Jackson's production or his over? I mean, the guy is doing everything, right?
They don't matter on offense. Their offense is good, and they're losing the game on offense. They're good. It's all about the defense, and it's about Lamar getting out of Lamar's way. Lamar is playing passive because he's playing for a contract. And he's not letting go, and he's holding on to things. And
yeah, I haven't seen him do a lot of running like he was doing in the previous years. You know what I mean? And I know he doesn't want to get hurt. I wouldn't want to get hurt either. You know, but you're right. I don't think he's running that much and breaking that many tackles. If you see Lamar, he runs and he'll run out of bounds or he'll get down. You know, and you know the guy has a point. I don't want to see him get hurt. He needs to get paid. But in this game, somebody else is going to have to do something. I like Isaiah Likely. That's the other quarterback. The other tight end out of Coastal Carolina. That kid, he played a big role in their last win. New Orleans is just a team to me. I don't know how to take New Orleans. I mean, you have two different quarterbacks. You have, you know, Jameis Winston, who loves both squads. He loves to throw the ball to his offense and the other team's defense. And then you have the Red Rifle. He's just, you know, he does good, and all of a sudden when the crunch time is, he doesn't know what he's doing. So, and then you have the other kid. They just got him as a trickster. I don't know about this team. I know their defense is tough, but Lattimore's out, and some other folks are out on defense for them. So it's gonna be.
They should have traded. They should have made a trade.
For who? For what?
New Orleans should have sent their Swiss Army No way.
And I think somebody would have bit that too. You're right. Because if you got the red rifle, you played him. I don't know, somebody. But they got 3 quarterbacks. Well, they categorize him as a Swiss Army knife. So it's a quarterback / tight end / fullback / running back. I don't think they don't want to get rid of his ability to do more. I mean, in the NFL, the more you can do, the more you're going to be around, right? So
yeah, but he's not the system anymore. This is not
Sean Payton's. Yeah.
Yeah, this is not Payton. You got to do it, and I hate to see it, but I would like to see him. I think that he will be good in New York.
Okay.
The change of pace back for Barkley and he's an additional tight end for Daniel. But you also take Barkley out of those plays where you're doing some of those QB sneaks and those.
Wildcat? You talking about the Wildcat?
Yeah, you take the hits off of Barkley.
Well, just imagine that. Imagine having him at quarterback and Barkley as your back, and they're running the read option. That'll be pretty smooth. That'll be awesome. But like I said, that.
Look at McCaffrey. McCaffrey all of a sudden is fully healthy and looks like he's back to number 1 running back in San Fran.
Yeah, because he got. I mean, they're talented over there in France. I mean, he was just. They did him a solid by letting him go in Carolina because he was just rotting over there. You don't want that talent to just rot. Let that guy get his career.
He's not taking 60 hits a game anymore.
Yeah, he cannot be the guy that just says, "I want to run it through the hole every time." He's not that back. He's a scat back to me with some running ability. He's tough, but like you said, he's not a Derrick Henry all day long. All right, so today, T Sizzle today. All right, what games or game that you're most interested in watching today?
I gotta go Washington, Minnesota.
Okay, Washington, Minnesota. Why? What do you want to say? Because it's the Kirk Cousins Bowl. Yep, NFC North, yeah. Okay, who else?
The Buffalo, New York is going to be interesting.
Okay, that's definitely going to be interesting. What game today are you looking at, and you're going to see an upset? Upset today, who's on upset alert today right now? You got Chargers, Atlanta, Miami, Chicago, Carolina, Cincinnati, Green Bay, Detroit, Raiders, Jacksonville, Indianapolis, New England, Buffalo, New York Jets, Minnesota, Washington, Seattle, Arizona, LA, Tampa Bay, Tennessee, Kansas City, Baltimore, New Orleans on Monday night. Who is on upset alert?
Upset game?
Mm-hmm. Who should win a game, but they're going to lose?
The Packers.
You know what? Hey, I tell you why. I'm telling you right now, that is my upset. We're thinking in the same vein right now. I mean, we're sharing a brain because I was thinking the same thing. I don't think Green Bay gets it on track. They're going to Detroit, a team that's 1-6, and what do they have to lose? I mean, granted, they got rid of their tight end, Hawkinson. He went to Minnesota, but this team is still scrappy. There's a tight end on that squad they must like to get rid of that guy.
I don't think Aaron Rodgers wants to play. I think he's just about getting paid.
You think he's about getting paid?
I think Aaron Rodgers is already looking at going on and hosting Jeopardy.
Hosting Jeopardy. And this is my thing. You're right, because look, my a buddy of mine in the military when I was in, he used to tell me all the time, everybody thinks the grass is always greener on the other side. You could fall, you could go over in the grass, you could be a pot of gold over there, right? But I mean, all money ain't good money, because look what's going on with Aaron Rodgers right now, and look what's going on with Devontae Adams. These guys know they needed each other, and now Green Bay's 3-5, and the Raiders are gonna be 3-5 today. They're going to be 2-6 today. They're 2-5. these guys should have known. But like you said, I think he's doing a last minute money grab, and it's done with his career. You know, because he's one of those guys. He's not. He don't hold himself for that. What's that?
I'm glad you mentioned Devontae Adams. Devontae will not be in LA next year.
Whoa, where's he gonna go? Don't tell me back to Green Bay.
Nope.
Not Miami.
Don't want to see him go.
He better not go to Dallas. He better not go to Dallas.
Worse than that.
The Eagles, not the Eagles.
Kansas City.
Kansas City? No way. If he goes to KC, I don't think KC is going to do that. I think he would have fit better in like a Baltimore, you know, but or like Cincinnati. But Cincinnati got Jamar Chase.
They don't. Baltimore won't pay for players. They don't like to pay for players.
Especially in the wide receiver position, they don't. Definitely.
Now he may also go. Now don't discount it. But Tampa Bay.
Now that's the thing. To me, it would depend a lot upon who's the quarterback there. Would you want to be the Would you want to be the wide receiver if Tom Brady comes back for his 29th, 100th season? Do you want to be that guy catching balls from Tom Brady? That's just something I don't want to do. I wouldn't want to do that at all. I don't want to be that guy. So.
But I believe in Brian Leftwich.
Uh-huh.
And I believe he's making a phone call to Carolina at the end of the season.
So you think he's going to be a coach in Carolina?
Nope. I think he's going to be the quarterback in Carolina.
Andrea says, leave the goat alone.
And I'm not talking about Baker Mayfield.
Not Baker Mayfield? Baker Mayfield's he's going to be out of the NFL soon. I just don't see him.
You got two quarterbacks that's going to be on the move that can be big time quarterbacks. One in New York right now, and one used to be in New York.
Wait, say that again?
One is in New York currently, and one used to be in New York, and he currently resides in North Carolina.
You talking about Sam? No.
Yep, I'm talking. Yep.
No. Sam Darnold?
Yep.
And he's gonna go to where? Tampa?
Either Sam Darnold or the current New York Jets quarterback is going to be in Tampa next year.
So, what do you think about a PJ Walker in Tampa? Or a Daniel Jones in Tampa?
Daniel Jones could. They're not going to. They need somebody who can get them. They have too many weapons, and they have too much under contract, and they have too much they're looking to do something with. I mean, all they're missing is the quarterback.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So since we're talking about Daniel Jones, I got a question for you. I had a spirited conversation with a couple of my Giants buddies on Twitter, sharing a space there, and we were talking about Daniel Jones, and it got heated because, I was talking to a guy and I said, hey, what are we going to do? I mean, everybody's saying get rid of Daniel Jones, but what are we going to do when we get rid of Daniel Jones? We're going to throw out Davis Webb there? What are we going to do? They're like, who cares? He's not a good quarterback. Just go get someone else. Don't care if it's a rookie or not, right? And to me, I'm just thinking, so basically you're saying we're going to kick ourselves down the can another 2-3 years because rookies don't come out and just be awesome. I mean, Patrick Mahomes came and sat 1 year and then he played and he was good. But when I look at this draft, Terrence, what quarterbacks and the Giants with their record, they're going to be picking between 18 and 31, right? What quarterback is going to be there that's worth your franchise? I mean, you're putting everything into this guy in the first round. I don't see a guy in college coming out right now that will be able to draft. Everybody's going to be gone. Bryce Young's gone. The kid from Tennessee's gone. Will Levis, the kid from Kentucky's gone. CJ Stroud's going to be gone. Who is left? That's what I'm talking about. People say Tyrod Taylor. I like Tyrod Taylor, but he's not going to take us anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
You know who's going to be?
Who's that?
You got two options.
Okay.
Taylor Heineke, or you call Buffalo and you get Matt Barkley.
We already had Matt Barkley. We let him go. We had Matt Barkley. We let him go. Now, Taylor Heineke, I do like that kid, but am I going to give him $30 million? I don't know. I don't think so. Will I give him slightly more if we got rid of Daniel Jones versus and the money has to make sense, because if what I'm going to give him versus what I give Daniel Jones is the same, I might as well keep Daniel Jones because the learning curve, all that stuff is still there. The familiarity and stuff is always there. But it can't be too much above what I was going to give him because he hasn't shown a full season of what he can do. And I mean, right now, this 3-4 game stretch he's at right now, 3 game stretch, he's showing that to us that he's a leader and the team can rally around him. But the money and the it just has to make sense to me with that.
I mean, you got
Shane
Shane Beachley.
Buechler. No. We got Davis Webb too. I mean, and this is a guy that was in Buffalo, but he's not athletic. And I'm not saying Daniel Jones.
You can always call the hefty lefty back in.
No, he died. You know that?
Did he?
Yeah, he died. He passed away. Look it up, Hefty Lefty. He passed away. He died a while ago.
They just put the whole circle on him the other day.
Yep, he died. Jared Lorenzen. He died in July 3rd, 2019. Yep. Hefty Lefty. Yep. Yeah, I felt bad for it because that dude, Jared Lorenzen, was a big dude. We had him playing running back one time. Yeah, the Hefty Lefty. So
he killed it.
yeah, he was good. He was good. All right. So Andrea says, hey, you got to find that diamond in the rough. Those scouts need to be out there, not leaving any stone unturned. She's talking about the Giants. There are QBs out there, not on anyone's radar, that can come in like Mahomes and do what the Giants need. You're right. I mean, what's that?
No. I mean, they're going to find somebody.
So in turn, do you think the Giants should keep or pay Daniel Jones or just go with somebody else? And it has to be a team-friendly deal, in my opinion. And a lot of people don't agree with this because they said, what guy is going to give you a team-friendly deal? I tell you, a guy who's not going to have a job in the NFL.
You don't need a team-friendly deal. You're going to franchise.
Yep. And I agree with that, Andre. When you focus on the big schools, you miss out. I mean, look, but see, that's why I said this guy we have, Joe Shane, I mean, his whole team, they found Josh Allen at Wyoming. And right now, Andre, Joe Shane is at every game like a GM should be in college, looking at quarterbacks. I mean, he's at the big games. He's at the Tennessee games. He's at Alabama games. He's watching all of these schools, and he's going to watch other schools too, but he's going to look at everyone as far as quarterback goes. And I think he's doing the right thing. So, but the whole Daniel Jones thing just has us Giants, fans just a little bit perturbed because right now they didn't pick up his fifth year option, and now he's going to be a free agent. But like I said, if everybody says that Daniel Jones is so bad, nobody's going to want him. Who's going to pick up Daniel Jones in free agency if he's out there in the street by himself? And the Giants already have an offer on the table. The team has to actually match that offer or actually, basically outbid us. So Dre says we could be doing better, bottom line. And I totally agree. So we're sharing a brain, T, on that game. Green Bay, Detroit. I got Detroit winning that game. But another game I want to see Miami, Chicago, because I want to see how Tua Tagovailoa actually performs in cold weather. And I know a lot of people say weather shouldn't affect you, but he underthrows the ball. Am I right? Tua?
Yeah.
He underthrows the ball. Now, they're playing in Chicago. They're known to be the Windy City for a reason. I don't think there's going to be a lot of passes that are going to be, it's going to be a little short slant routes and screens, tunnel screens, because I don't think he can throw the ball. that deep. He probably has the worst deep ball in the NFL. And that's just me. I mean, have you seen his deep ball? Tua?
No.
Yeah, I haven't seen him throw a deep ball that actually, I mean, I watch his wide receivers and they're always stopping short because he always underthrows the ball. But that's neither here nor there. I mean, I'm looking at it. It's a fun week of games. What else? Anything else you got on your mind for today's games?
No, that's it.
That's it. Okay. All right. So Minnesota, Washington, and Green Bay, Detroit, and Miami, Chicago. Those are the games that we talked about. We want to see what's going on. AT, appreciate you calling in, brother.
Hey, no problem. I'm gonna text you later after we get this win.
Yep, most definitely, most definitely. Have a good one. Enjoy the games, brother.
You too now.
All right. That was T Sizzle. Appreciate you calling in, T Sizzle. They're gonna get this win today. Washington, we'll see. All right. So, real quick, I'm gonna go through my picks, lightning speed, because guess what? You know, it's time for football. Time for football. So, Los Angeles Chargers, Atlanta. I have the Chargers winning this game, not by a lot, maybe by 3 points. Keys to the game, Austin Eckler. I think Austin Eckler is going to be a big factor in this game because they don't have any wide receivers. So look for Austin Eckler to be utilized tremendously in this game. Also, Atlanta has Cordell Patterson back, so it's going to be a tough game for them, but I have Chargers winning this game. Miami, Chicago, just like we talked about before, Chicago's going to run the ball. They know how to throw in this weather. Justin Fields, he's going to run the ball. One thing that's changed with Miami, though, coming off the edge is Bradley Chubb with his newly minted deal that he got from Miami. I have Miami winning this game. I'm not going to give any hypotheticals. You know, if Tua could throw, I just have Miami winning this game. I think they're just a little bit more talented in offense than the Chicago Bears. All right, moving on to Carolina and Cincinnati. I was going to pick Carolina in this game, but Cincinnati's just due for a win that makes sense because they got destroyed by the Browns last weekend. And that just doesn't look good. I think they get one back today against the Carolina Panthers. But don't sleep on the Panthers. PJ is doing good at quarterback. Running game's good. But I just got Cincinnati winning this game. I think they just quarterback position, and I think they're at home. So, all right. Las Vegas, Jacksonville. I'm not even going to go into depth in this game. I have Jacksonville winning this game. They're at home. They're due for a win. Las Vegas is just awful. All right. Josh Jacobs, they need to give him money or let him go on a new team. Indianapolis, New England. I love New England in this game. Like I told you before, Bill Belichick, he always does wonders against rookie quarterbacks. And you got a rookie quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts starting today against the New England Patriots in New England. All right, Buffalo, New York Jets. Interesting game. Stephon Diggs, Sauce Gardner. Let's see who matches up on who. Will Sauce line up on Diggs all the time? Will he follow him the whole game? Either way, I still have Buffalo winning this game. It's going to be a tough game. Buffalo's in New York right now, and it's always a tough game, in a rival game, stuff like that. Let's see how Zach Wilson comes back off that terrible game he had last week. But I got Buffalo winning this game. Minnesota, Washington, the Kirk Cousins Bowl. Who loves who more? Did Washington love you? Were you a scorn lover from Washington? They basically let him go to Minnesota. I got Kirk Cousins taking this game. I think he plays well today. I think he doesn't make a lot of mistakes, even though it's a lot of pressure playing your old team. I think he does well. Washington, love Taylor Heineke. I just don't think offensively that they're going to be able to do much against the Minnesota Vikings defense. All right, Seattle, Arizona. We talked about that before. I got Seattle in this game. I just think they're just too well coached, and they're a cohesive unit. A lot of things in Arizona are so iffy. They're all over the place. I got Arizona losing to Seattle in this game. LA, Tampa Bay, like we discussed before. Tom Brady's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. I give him a back. He's the GOAT. All right. But the GOAT, he can't throw to himself. He can't run for himself. He can't do all that stuff. I think those guys just got old. talent-wise. They can't run the ball. Offensive line is not a little bit banged up. It's really banged up. And the Rams are going to make this close than it should be because they're just going to not be clicking on offense early. But I have LA winning this game, not by a lot, maybe by maybe 3 or 6 points. All right, moving on to Tennessee and Kansas City. It's going to be a tough game for KC. I mean, a lot of people think they're going to run them over, but tackling is a premium in this game. You have to get Derrick Henry on the ground because Malik Willis, I believe, is going to start today against the Kansas City Chiefs, a rookie. We're going to see what Steve Spagnuolo dials up, but I got KC winning this game. A lot of people think it's going to be a blowout. I don't know. I think it's just going to be, KC doing what KC does, and they win. All right, Monday Night Football, Baltimore, New Orleans. I have Baltimore winning this game despite Lamar Jackson being hamstrung with no talent at all on the field for him. But Mark Andrews is going to be out. His replacement, Isaiah Likely, is a kid from Coastal Carolina who's pretty good. He played pretty well in the last game that they won. But I think whenever you have Lamar Jackson on the field, he kind of even things out just because he's so athletic. He's so premier. He's so superstar figure that he basically absorbs whatever they're kind of lacking there, whether it's running or passing, anything like that. So I have Baltimore winning this game, not by a lot though. I think they win by 3 points. One game I did skip is Green Bay and Detroit because this is my game of the week. Game of the week right here. And lo and behold, the 1-6 Detroit Lions, they beat the Green Bay Packers today. And I mean, they run the ball, play action, run the ball. They're going to be running the ball today. I look for Jared Goff to have a pretty good game today. I just need them to show up in the second half. Detroit is very good in the first. They can score points. I mean, one time they didn't score points there. I think they go up against Cincinnati or something like that, but they didn't score a ton of points. But what I see in this team, I see fight in this team. I mean, Green Bay, I just don't see the fight in them. I see Aaron Jones, the running back. I mean, he runs tremendously hard. I love that guy. But just those wide receivers, they have to be able to get separation in this game. And don't sleep on Detroit's defense. That's a tough defense up front. And they blitz tough. So I have Detroit winning this game. I have Detroit winning this game by maybe 6 points. So 3 to 6 points. So with that being said, it's been my pleasure. It's been my pleasure for the last, hour and 2 minutes and 30 seconds, 30, talking to you guys. Terrence, appreciate you calling in. Andrea, appreciate your messages. Hit us up, guys. 512-539-0686. Follow us on Facebook at Speak On It Sports, Twitter at NYG Men for Life, and subscribe to the YouTube channel when you get a chance, but lock that number in. All right, we got a bunch of great things coming up for the show. Hint, hint. So if you haven't been on the show before and you've never seen the show, make sure that you actually like the show so you can know when we're coming on. Because I got a few things coming up, and we're going to be giving away some things to some deserving people out there. All right, with that being said, love you guys. Appreciate everything you guys do. Appreciate you calling into the show. Appreciate you sharing the information of the show at Speak On It, Speak On It Sports. Love it. Enjoy the games today. I know I will. And, man, have a great weekend, guys. Love you. I'm out.